Ya.
No problem. Selamat datang juga teman-teman lain dari sini.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let me share the screen.
Okay.
Okay.
Very
So,
clear. Very clear.
once again, I wish to thank you, the organizer, for inviting me for this session. And I would like to share on what is happening in UNIKL, University Kuala Lumpur, especially related to this entrepreneurial development among the students. So the topic today is teaching strategies of the future. Based past and present teachers lecture experience. Let me share our experience. First of all, it is very much important to know what is our UNIKL mission and vision. So from the beginning, the mission of UNIKL is actually to produce enterprising global technopreneurs. So technopreneurs is a breakdown ataupun a new word the combination of technology and entrepreneur. But I think more or less, end of the day, the words entrepreneur is much more convenient because not all graduates related to TVET end up involved in their technical ataupun STEM area. But that we are more focusing on developing the entrepreneurial itself, and the techno become a product. That is what happening. And the vision is actually to be the leading entrepreneurial technical university. So this is again very interesting vision and mission, and related to the topic of our discussion today. And I would like to share with all the members that one of the advantage, I would not say advantage, meaning what is actually conducted by UNIKL is we have one division, Teknoputra division. Teknoputra division is the main role is to monitor, to develop, and to do all activities related to developing students and as well as the alumni on this entrepreneurial activity. And this is a part of the initiative later I will discuss. Apart from entrepreneurial education, we also provide facilities and then we also provide business engagement and also support. So these are the four main area that we're focusing. And the rest are all the KRA that we do in order to achieve some target in terms of developing the numbers of entrepreneur in from ataupun in UNIKL. We do encourage our students to start their business as early as their first year. So that is why we have one unit who will persuade the student to go to register themselves to Suruhanjaya Syarikat Malaysia, SSM registration, meaning to say that in one of the subject, basically the student will equip themselves with a basic business process and such as to register themselves in this SSM, meaning to say that this is not a joke, meaning once they register, they are actually commit. Even though the success rate is not that good, but at least we have done our part from the Teknoputra division to promote and to expose students on the business exposure. So this is a Teknoputra vision and mission. They also have their own vision and mission to lead the student, graduate, and the entrepreneurial development to inculcating culture of excellence in UniKL among the students. And to provide students as well as the alumni with a service, including the conducive environment for learning, establishing company, applying their experience in real business. And then through this value is the UniKL value through commitment, integrity, teamwork, innovation, excellent core value to realize UniKL vision and mission. So basically, what is the difference is they continue the UniKL vision and mission into this small part, the Technoputra. And their target is to produce 1,000 technopreneurs in a certain time. And I think they are almost achieving their target. Okay, so what we have done so far, especially now for the past 2 or 3 years, when we see that not only UniKL but almost all universities, they are selling their initiative on entrepreneurial as their selling point to gain more students for recruitment. Whether it is the state university or private university, I think all of them are focusing in developing entrepreneurial among the students. So in UniKL, for example, specifically, we are focusing on teaching future. Entrepreneurs involve a mix of theory and practical skill, which is we combine theory and we also expose our students in practical methods. Later, I'll show you what we have done. And we also incorporate a lot of case study to expose our students so that they learn from other people's mistakes. We also invite many guest speakers to share their experience and also at the same time to allow the student to feel and also to ask questions face to face so that maybe I think partly by inviting the guest speaker, especially those who are success, it can inspire our student also to be a success and become entrepreneur. Real world simulation to engage students. Sometimes we bring students to the site. We bring them to market. We bring them to this factory. We bring them to any organization managed or related to entrepreneur. We also encourage critical thinking, problem solving, and teamwork through our syllabus, through our activities, and then we cover topics like business model. We provide training. We also expose them on how to conduct market research. We also train and expose our students on the funding option. And finally, is ethical consideration. Meaning we at the same time, we want our entrepreneurs, we want our graduates to be a good business owners. That follow the ethical of business. And finally, we will try to foster creativity, adaptability to prepare them for a dynamic business landscape. This is particularly related to the technology. They have to be creative. So each of them, perhaps they may not from a business background, but they may take pharmacy, they may take engineering, electrical, and so on. But end of the day, it is the skill, the knowledge, or the technology that they are going to sell. So, because we have so many faculties and 12 campus. Okay, this one, go back to the case study. For example, this is Penang Cendol. Penang Cendol is one of the franchise business. So we bring student. In fact, this is my student. I asked them to visit this Penang Cendol. It so happened that this Penang Cendol was located in a big shopping mall, but the location wasn't so good. So the owner invests about 350,000 ringgit But then the response wasn't good. The response wasn't good. So I asked a group of our students from this entrepreneurial club to investigate, to be at the site and to do collect as much data as possible and come back to present as their finding. So for this example, so it will present real life business scenario and challenges that the entrepreneur have faced. So the owner actually is known to me. So he is the one who contact us, seeks our support to identify what else he can do in order to boost the market for Penang Chendol, which is located in Nilai near the KLIA. So our student, when given the opportunities, they will analyze the case of Penang Chendol. They'll try to understand what actually happened and then promote what the element of additional marketing that this Penang Chendol can do. So the owner seems to be very happy because some ideas given by our student, and we hope that this Penang Chendol can success upon receiving the report from our team. Walk the Talk 3.0. This is quite this is what I have but actually this is monthly and quarterly activities. We invite the real entrepreneurs, but for this one, this is I handle this one. That's why I still got this poster. So this is still during COVID. At that time, we conduct through online. So this is the owner of penyet.com. Penyet.com is a restaurant. Ayam Penyet. It is probably from Indonesia, traditional food. So this Amran Abdul Hamid is the owner. So he owned about 12 outlets. So for the subject of business plan, ECB 20303. At that time, I taught this class. So I participate in this Walk the Talk 3.0. And the numbers now, I'm not sure. So this one, when we invite people, so this Amran will share the experience and how he become entrepreneur, challenges, how he overcome and so on. I'm happy to see that students keep on asking, although some of the questions sometimes macam tak logic, but you know, students they are inspired and they would like to ask any question that I think they cannot get the answer. So invite successful entrepreneurs, investors, industry experts, and so many types of people. Depends. And the first-hand knowledge and opportunity to ask questions. That is the purpose, and I think this project was successful. Even though I'm no longer in charge of this Walk the Talk, but the record shows that this Walk the Talk series very helpful to give student exposure. Real world simulation, we always participate. Of course, we need to provide some budget, and we have Technoputra who will funding our activities, meaning to say that even though Technoputra is in head office and the faculties members, all our campus, they will source whatever challenge ataupun pertandingan atau whatever competition in Indonesia juga kita masuk, Thailand juga kita masuk, we participate, and real world simulation normally is a game related to entrepreneurial to mimic real entrepreneurial situation. We give some case study, we give some set of budget, and we ask them to come out with a solution, and at the end of the day they need to present what is their successful story lah. Meaning we measure in terms of their teamwork, we measure in terms of their business strategy, how they conduct in terms of the operation, and finally is their profit lah. So this one student enjoy, even though it is not easy juga lah. Sometimes we cannot personally. I would admit that we cannot cater all the numbers and the students. So we shortlisted among the top, and then we invite them to participate in this program. Besides that, we also this one is quite regular, business model canvas, just to give them some ideas how they can expand or how they can think outside the box, to analyze complex situation, identify problem, brainstorm solution. So this is partly, So business model canvas, for me, it is more interesting rather than asking students to do SWOT analysis all the time, kan? And this one, I think almost every semester, there is whether it is officially under the subject or it is side activities we conduct during semester break or semester time. Teamwork, okay, we always encourage our students to work, to partner with among their friends within UniKL or perhaps someone from outside. We also encourage our students from IT to combine with business or marketing. We trying to match their skill from other campus, from other faculty to business minded or business background. So by doing that, I think they can exchange their skill. They can also share both experience and becoming one good members. So we have Entrepreneur Square. So we have Entrepreneur Square. This is so-called to show some effort, so that the student know that being entrepreneur is not bad. And then what? There are many activities conducted in UniKL that to foster teamwork, involved in communication skill, so that they can be a good entrepreneur once they graduate. And business model, the same one. We teach students on all the models. We also expose them in terms of franchise. Sometimes we invite franchisor to be at to give talk so that the student can learn. We expose them to be to consider franchise as one of the entry for their business. Of course, we don't encourage them to go for the big business, but we invite a small or micro type of franchise that they can enter the business immediately. Market research, yes, of course, from time to time, we even offer market research subject to all our students, whereby we wanted them to understand the target market. So business is more or less depending on customer. You may have a very good product, you may have a very good technology, but then without the customer, you won't survive. So this market research is important. We want to expose our students that having a product alone is not enough. They must know exactly who is their customer. And they are also analyzing competition that we conduct so that they know. Making error during university is much better rather than in the life company business. So we expose them so that they learn from whatever mistake they conduct during company. Yes, this is the most important. And funding options. We provide, no, kebetulan we are a bit lucky because we are under MARA. MARA is the apa ni so-called government agency that look at one of their function is to look into entrepreneurial. So since we are the subsidiary of MARA, chances that our student to get access to funding is, I would say, bigger. I would say bigger through this Technoputra networking and so on. And from time to time, we did offer our students or even our graduate to participate in whatever funding, opening, crowdfundings, and also loan. So that they can have access to this business without having difficulty of getting funding. But of course, not everybody can apply. Those who already went through the phases that we conduct during study time, meaning to say that those who already complete all the activities that we conduct and are ready for this go big. This is ethical consideration we want to expose our students, not only to be focused on business. Business is a thing that is also related to community. To be a good business, to be a good person, to be a good people, to consider others, to respect everyone, including competitors. So, and partly, normally this kind of activities we conduct through once in a semester we conduct this entrepreneurial day. We will blend every element in one go. Macam this, for example, not only we have sport activities, but we invite everyone. But the main agenda is actually to focus on entrepreneur. There are more talks. We invite outsiders. So we invite those who are already success in the business to be there as well. Yes, this is important. Creativity, adaptability. In order to success today, we need to be different. We need to be unique. We can no longer berdoa sahaja, tak boleh. So this is our student product. So they prepare themselves and we try to promote. So there are many types of business that they are calling. During convocation, for example, they are selling flowers and so on. On a daily basis, some of them are selling lunch pack. So every night they will ask for pre-order. They are also selling T-shirt among them and so on. And some of them are very success in terms of creating their own business. And then, okay, this is important. We actually conduct this entrepreneurial profiling. For this case, this is alumni-preneur, meaning to say that those who already graduate and become a business, meaning to say that we are trying to keep track all our graduates that do business. But the same profiling will be also conducted during their semester 1. So every student who join UDKL, they must complete the assessment of entrepreneur. This is aptitude test or psychology test related to entrepreneurs. So our counselor, for example, in every campus, they will compile all these results. And upon the assessment, they will identify who actually have the highest tendency to be entrepreneur, and then only will focus. So we actually already know them before they come to us for this club or activities. So keeping track on that will give us more advantage. And once they graduate, this alumni prono profiling also will be conducted. We trying to keep track, and we also provide them some funding because they are our alumni. And this one is entrepreneurial activities, startup business. We invite our students to be part of this program Inspirasi Usahawan Belia. Of course, the funding come from the government, but our part is to stimulate, to motivate, to guide, to make sure they are doing the right thing. Concept, practice, enterprise, and we also invite this SSM to be part of the stakeholder. We teach them how to do sales and marketing, and of course, most important is the account, simpan kira-kira debit and credit, so that they know how to keep track on their business.
There is 4 minutes more and
Okay.
macam banyak lagi.
Okay. So this is third ASEAN international competition, So only last month, so we participate many other countries also. I think we got number 3, I think. So this among the international event that we expose our students. I think 4 teams participate in this competition, and we got number 3, the rest. But at least they can develop their networking. They can expose and sharpen their pitching and so on, to be brave, to defend their product, to be brave to meet the customer. And inshallah, one of the day they for sure will success if they maintain. Okay, this is the event, the international student competition. I hope that this program should be organized more frequent, because exposure between Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Brunei, and so on will indirectly give an advantage to all of us. Not only we can get our KPI as well, to collaborate with international universities, but also to provide advantage to our anak-anak didik kita when they expose to the ASEAN level. Definitely lah, sikit atau banyak kita akan dapat lihat perubahan di mana mereka telah didedahkan kepada international event. They know. Even though kalau dia kalah pun tak apa, so that in the future they know how to overcome. So this one, okay, this is the core that I would like to share. Teknoputra chart, the organization chart. So we have Teknoputra who in charge academic, be it in the diploma or be it in bachelor. So Teknoputra will manage the subject on academic. Introduction to entrepreneurship for diploma, and for the bachelor technopreneurship, 3 credit hours, and 1 innovation management 2 credit hours. So they must complete. This is mandatory subject that everyone must go through. As for the development program, we have Genesis Community. So Genesis Community ini is another program that related to entrepreneur, developing student from dari tak tahu apa ke success, zero to hero. And then we expose them to business, whether it is digital or physical market. And then we provide them business training, business practice, business discourse, and business challenge. So this is part of this Teknoputra division. And then finally is Alumni Prono. Under Teknoputra, there is a person in charge yang will trying to get close, build up networking, and develop relationship with all the alumni. Of course, we are not letting them go 100%, we will get them to come back and then help their juniors by giving talk, by participate, sharing their knowledge and so on. So this is Teknoputra. I think the key driver for our entrepreneurial activities. So this is Genesis. What is Genesis? Everything. As early as semester 1, student will be exposed during the orientation day. To expose them. Of course, during the orientation day, they also need to fill up this assessment of psychology and so on. And we expose to them what they can get from this Genesis. So Bangkit Microfinance, this is partly of funding, funding. Off and on when there is a budget. Of course, definitely there will be a few in a year. But then we must select carefully. There are permanent committee. The student will be interviewed. They need to prepare a proper business plan. They need to defend themselves. And finally, we'll give them the money. Okay. This is also activities. So this is internal challenge. This dah lama ni, tapi I take because this one, this my student. So, for example, the winners dapat 2,000, Net Johan 1,005, and finally 1,000. And this is also still ongoing. This Unity and Learn. What we conduct sama juga macam tadi tu. There is a week or a month or a day, and where we boost the entrepreneurial sentiment among our student. This is among the activities. Stall for rent, we create some stall. We open for the student. Kalau bulan puasa, then kita ada lebih banyak lagi majlis. During exam week, student also selling, selling cookies supaya tidak mudah lupa. Stall, and then we also provide our cafeteria, a few lots, 5x5 for students to occupy and do their own business. This is grant for small business, 1,000, doesn't matter lah. But I think 1,000 for student is quite a lot. Of course, they can do pre-order concept, they can do many things. They can buy small equipment for them to continue their business. Okay, Prof, this is become a trend. Satu coffee talk, satu lagi sembang teh. So actually, this sembang teh ataupun coffee talk ni is actually a forum. We always conduct is online, and coffee talk is every 2 weeks. And same goes this sembang teh. So this one, satu orang minum teh, satu orang minum kopi lah. So we bring topics that related to business, so that student can learn. And then this is also activities by Teknoputra. Teknoputra juga. This is recently happened. Our collaboration with China, in terms of encouraging student to do business with their product their product. Okay, yes. We got also business chit chat. Same concept. And then topic. Okay. Apart from that, we also expose to them. Being a business ni jangan banyak hutang. Kalau sudah hutang habis. Okay, so this is the YouTube of our Teknoputra. You can visit our Teknoputra YouTube, and there are banyak content. Itu saja, Prof. My sharing on UniKL.
Wow. Lengkap sangat.
I'm satisfied with what they have done. Thank you, bro.
Sama-sama. Jadi macam tampak kuartet itu. Farid, Nasir, Nasrul, Syafiq.
Hai, kenal semua.
Kenal semua. Ya, itu adalah the dream team of Tekno Putra.
Orang
Ya,
kuat.
tadi orang tua. Jadi tadi bagi tahu Genesis, saya nak cari Phil Collins tak jumpa pula lagi ni. Okay, before we go to second speaker, Dr. Nora Sikin, kita relax kejap supaya agak refreshing ya, Puan Nora Sikin ya. Kita kalau terlalu hectic nanti macam kita tak enjoy pun. Kita kena dengar lagu satu ya Pak. Formation of Graduate University Sultan Syarif Ali. Silakan Pak.
Can I share my screen?